Disclaimer: creating anything takes time, and once complete, always has room for improvement, especially in the area of video games with their community feedback. I have no doubt our opinions reach the Call of Duty Mobile team and that they make informative decisions to make the user experience the best it can be. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, whether it's down in the comments below, posted on a forum, or vocalized in a video such as this. The only repercussion that it has is that it adds to the pool of content for everyone to enjoy. Having said that, leave a comment if you agree with any of the following, and I hope together we can make our gaming experience a more enjoyable one. The first thing I want to mention, and I assume there's a reason for this being a thing, is that you are unable to select lethal or tactical devices, i.e. trip mines, grenades, or trophy systems, at the beginning of a match during freeze time. It isn't a bug and probably only bugs me, but I think it should be changed. Usually during that countdown, which at times seems like it takes an eternity, I like to think of strategies I want to implement. Strategies such as setting up trip mines, pre-nading an area, or using the device to gain movement speed. If you try selecting them at the beginning of the round, nothing happens, and it takes 3 seconds after the countdown to equip them. And when that action takes place, your sprint is cancelled, and you walk for a short duration. It might seem like a minor thing, but if you thrive for a fluid feeling game, this limits your chances. Second, and I know you've probably heard others communicate their thoughts on the topic, resulting in the Call of Duty Mobile team going and already mentioning alterations coming in the future, is that there are too many bots filling up multiplayer and battle royale games. Although the COD team said they wanted new players to grow, learn, and thrive without the threat of full teams or experienced players showcasing their dominance, you have to realize, in order to get better, you have to play against advanced mechanics. I know I'm going to eat my words, but we have to learn somewhere. It's nice to try new builds against bots, but that's what the tutorial's for, or game modes like AI practice. Now I know you're going to say, but you only play the tutorial once. But that's why we need the Call of Duty Mobile team to listen to our feedback and know we want these options, such as simulated scenarios for us to practice. There's already a change coming, so there's no point moaning about it anymore. So on to the next topic. The thing I don't like is the way the sound of footsteps are heard. Usually, it's an advantage to use headphones or earbuds to hear and predict enemy movements. But there have been scenarios where I've tried and failed. The issue isn't the quality of sounds, or the type of materials heard when a player crosses it. It's the way it sounds to a player's perspective in a 3D environment. A player might sound like they're coming from in front of you, from the right, but really they're behind you and on the right. I've noticed it more in the Battle Royale game mode, where I'd be in a building and someone is circling and it sounds like they're right next to me. It's apparent in multiplayer as well. This issue needs some tuning, for it can cost rounds in competitive game modes like Search and Destroy. The fourth little thing I don't like about Call of Duty Mobile is how they offer game modes for a limited time. I'm talking particularly about the free-for-all mode, which offers players a chance to reach a score limit while soloing when you don't have any friends on to play with. It's also a good game mode to test out new builds or try new settings without affecting a team, if you're doing poorly. I guess if they added that mode back and made it permanent, I'd be happy, but there are other modes such as Snipers Only and Gun Game I'd like to play regularly. Gun Game is a mode where you have to frag enemies with a weapon to advance to the next. First to get frags with all weapons wins. It's a great mode to warm up in, for it exercises your map awareness, recoil of different weapons, especially if you're playing VR afterwards. But again, it's limited time only. On the topic of playing solo, there is the option of Battle Royale, but when you want fast-paced action, VR sometimes doesn't cut it. On the subject of game modes, I also would like to see more modes implemented such as Pistols Only, Knife Only, One in the Chamber, Hardcore, Deathmatch, and King of the Hill. The last thing I don't like about Call of Duty Mobile, and I'm speaking from a mature standpoint, is that it endorses gambling. Yes, the game is free to play, and you can unlock items and cosmetics by simply playing the game and leveling up, or spending your in-game credits that you receive from watching ads, logging in daily, or leveling up in tiers. But there's also the option to open crates or participate in events such as Lucky Draws, which are advertised to players upon login. These crates have a number of cosmetic items with different rarity levels with percentile odds associated with each one. With the purchase of one crate, which is $1.39 Canadian, or different depending on your currency, you are taking a risky action in the hope of a desired result. I have nothing against microtransactions, but don't make me gamble my money away. I would much prefer if I could purchase the skin I want, when I want, instead of this clear money grabbing scheme. Finally, I would like to say that these are such little quirks that they don't take away from the overall game experience. Call of Duty is ultimately a fun game. There will be changes to gameplay, mechanics, and game modes as the game matures. The COD team have already been active on popular forum sites expressing news and updates. There are always going to be things to nitpick at, but that's why we have these services such as YouTube, Twitter, forums, and support options to give them our feedback. If you liked hearing some of my opinions, help me out by supporting the channel by liking, subscribing, and posting a comment down below. This was a video about little things I don't like about Call of Duty Mobile. Orange Pylon, out.